So, to talk about what has been going on in the news that many people have been talking about, Donald Trump planning to attack Nigeria because of killing of Christians. I've mentioned it, before in one of my videos, but I mean, it is something that, it's all over the news. Everybody's talking about it. Oh, Donald Trump is going to attack Nigeria. He wants to take the oil. He wants to take the resources, since he's going on this campaign of just going everywhere, taking resources, all these, their rare earth minerals, whatever, So, to look at it, some are saying, oh, it's a good thing because, Christians have been praying that God should come and liberate them, God should deliver us from all these killers. And then now God is now using Donald Trump to bring that, that liberation, that deliverance. Okay, why some other people are saying, like I mentioned earlier, like, oh, he has an ulterior motive. It's all about stealing the resources. It's not like he wants to come and save Christians. Because some say, okay, if you want to come and if you really care about Christians, why don't you open your door so that Christians can, migrate to the US and take them there? At least, US is very big, so why can't you just the way you did for white South Africans? Why can't you do for Nigerian Christian as well? So people are saying different things, right? Okay, so actually there are a lot of things involved. I mean, from my own opinion, there are a lot of things involved. The guy, for sure, he has ulterior motive. That is for sure. We cannot dispute that. It's only gonna be somebody who is naive that we think, oh, he doesn't have hidden agenda. He has. All right. Even with that, you see, God has a way of using people for his own agenda. You see, God's agenda is the ultimate agenda. It is the most important agenda and is the most dominating agenda. Even when humans, when they have their own agenda, God has a way of outsmarting humans. Of course, he is the creator of humans, so it makes sense that everything will still, go according to his will. Human beings may think, oh, this is what they want to do, this is what they want to achieve. But like the Bible says, it is the Lord's desire, it is the Lord's will that comes to pass. Man proposes, but God disposes. Exactly. So everything still comes back to the Lord. The Lord still decide how everything is going to be. And that is it. That the guy, yes, he has his agenda. He has what he wants to do, like the way he's just going on all these war campaigns. See how he's doing in Central America, with Venezuela, with all these other countries. Like, the guy is just threatening everybody, like, yo, whatever, like, what is this guy doing? And then you think you are like, you are all in all, you are the one that can, your country has the biggest military, power in the world, but you got to understand that the power does not belong to you. Power does not belong to you. Power does not belong to you. As a matter of fact, you see, God just gave you the opportunity to use what he has given to you. He gave it to you. Power does not belong to you. Donald Trump, power does not belong to you. The Lord gave it to you. So it's an opportunity you have. So what I'm saying now is, okay, now that's, the guy is threatening. So there are a couple of things here, all right? When you look at Nigeria, you see, Nigeria is a very complicated state. Many people don't understand it. You think just, when you look at Nigeria, it's a very, very complicated state. I tell you this. There are many things that many people don't know about Nigeria, that they think they know everything about Nigeria. No. There are many things. There are many secret darkness. There are many secret things in the darkness that people do not know about that place you call Nigeria. Let me give you an example. Concerning what is going on right now, you see, now US, they said they are planning to sanction the northern governors. Okay, those that they believe that they are behind the terrorists attacking Christians. Now let me tell you something. Because the current administration now, President Ahmed Tinubu, okay, now the guy has some fifth columnists in his cabinet. people in his government who are sponsoring these terrors. Why? Because they want to destroy his government. They want, like, all the effort that he's making to bring progress, to bring security, to bring this, they are just, you know, they are just making his efforts futile. Like, he's not going to have results. You see? And they are in his government. He doesn't know. So because the main thing is, like, they want the power to come back to the north. So they want to do everything to destroy his government. They want it to look like he's not doing well, he's not doing what he's supposed to do, and then he will now be susceptible to people like Donald Trump, who will now say, yeah, you are not responsible, you are not taking care of Christians, so we will now make sure we do military intervention in your country to make sure we save the Christians. You see? But it doesn't mean, as the president of a nation, he doesn't have the desire to bring security to the people. As a matter of fact, it's not only Christians that are living in Nigeria, of course. There are other people that are living. Shouldn't it be the primary responsibility of a government of any nation at all to secure the people? Why should it be an external forces? Why should it be an outsider? Another country, for that matter, to be saying, oh, and that's not even like we are suggesting to you. That's not like a threat, like a force. Like, if you don't do this thing, now we are going to, like, what is this? Like, what is? How we explain this? What is that? That is an insult. To talk less, like, I mean, it's a big insult. How will you be threatening another fellow country that you gonna invade? Not even that the country has invaded you or has done something wrong to you, just because that country is not responsible. You see? And in this context, like I'm saying, like, it's a complicated thing, because yes, when you look at the spiritual side, God is using him, all right, to bring deliverance to the Christians, at least to let the believer, let Christians know that God has heard their voice and is going to do an external intervention on that country called Nigeria. You see? But even at that, when you see the whole thing, you understand that here, there's a lot of darkness going on. There's a lot of darkness going on. So now the current government in Nigeria, the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they don't want the guy to succeed. They actually want to just, you know, give the guy bad image, like let the government look like he's not doing well, he's not responsible, because of fifth columnists in his government. Some of all these people in the north, now we know, it's now in the public domain that many of these sponsors, many people sponsoring these so-called terrorists, you see, they are in government, they are politicians. Many in the north, many in other places in the country. People who are taking public funds, stealing public funds to sponsor terrorists. They are taking money. Can you imagine this? Taking resources, stealing money, embezzling billions of dollars, and sponsoring these terrorists to come and be inflicting pains and insecurity in the country. And then what do you have? And then an external person will say, oh yes, because you are not responsible, we are going to invade your country. You see? So what are they supposed to do as a president of a nation? What are you supposed to do? You are not going to I mean, deflect from what they're saying, like, oh, or do as if what they're saying is not true. You cannot be I mean, what they call it, be delusional about these things. Oh, you know, there's no insecurity, or they're not killing Christians. Everybody knows they are killing Christians. Everybody knows they are killing people, yes, but there have been some targeted attacks that have been on Christians. We know that. You see, in as much as there are tribal things, there are land issues, there are open grazing, all these Fulani herdsmen, whatever things, there are also some, you know, nuances of religion there. There are also some things about, like, you know, genocide on Christians and all that. All those things are there. That's why it's complicated. But even at that, it is to look inward to understand that the enemy within is the one that is giving signal to the enemy without. The problem within is the one that is giving, you know, amplification or giving expansion to the problem without. Because if we do not solve the problem within, we cannot solve the problem without. And that's what we must address as a people. That we've got to identify the betrayers in our midst, the columnists in our midst. Why can't this government, this Ahmed Tinubu government, why can't they come out boldly and name all the demons in the government, and name all these sponsors of all these terrors, and name all these betrayers? Why can't you be bold and courageous? And I'm telling the government, why can't you be bold? If you truly want to bring security to the land, if you truly want to bring solution to this problem, you've got to name these demons. You've got to name them. You've got to call them out. Because I tell you that if you do not do it and do it fast, they've already concocted how they're going to ruin your government. I tell you this. They've already put together how they're going to ruin your government. That is the reality. So you got to be bold and courageous to name these demons, these guys that are sponsoring these terrorists, that are giving them arms and everything. They are going backdoor to bring in weapons, sophisticated weapons, using government money, public funds, the money from oil money. They're stealing billions, and you're using that to destabilize the government. Can you imagine this? And then when they destabilize the government, that is when external governments will come and say, yes, you're not doing well, we come and invade your country. You see the problem now? You see? So if you are a serious government, you got to come out and name these demons, mention their names and put them in jails. Why are you not courageous? Why are you not bold? Because if you don't do what you're supposed to do, if you are saying that thing of denying, there's no Christian genocide in our country, they are not killing people, and you're saying you're trying your best, but you are not dealing with the enemy within, the enemy, the fifth columnists that have already put plans together how they're going to destroy you and destroy your government. If you do not strike these enemies, I tell you, they will strike you. They will strike you. So it's very important that you take this thing very seriously. President Ahmed Tinubu, see, the other time I wrote a public letter to you. Maybe you have not seen it. Dear President, please go and read that letter and work on it. Extremely important. Please do not be in denial of all these things you're hearing. Don't say, oh, it's not true, it's not true. No, do as if it is true and work on it. Do as if it is true and work on it. Don't be in denial of all these things. Because people know what they are going through. Many of our people are going through a lot of problems, a lot of insecurity. People cannot sleep with their two eyes closed. There's so much insecurity in the land. So yes, it's an answer to prayers. At the same time, it is also a call to action. Massive action. As a matter of fact, radical action. To let people know that you mean business. You are not here to play games. You are not here to just, follow suit, do whatever other person is doing. You are here to bring change, to put the love of your people at heart, and to do what is good for the land. I tell you, that will be your legacy. That will be what you're giving to your people. Because if you do not do that, I pray you don't regret this. I pray you do not regret this. If you do not do it, very important thing, please. Because if Nigeria is liberated, I say Africa will be liberated. Africa will be liberated, because many of our people know that yes, it is Nigeria that is at the forefront of Africa. And if we get that liberation, if we get that freedom, yes, Africa will gain that freedom. Yes, Africa is on its path of progress and development, and nothing will ever stop us. Please like and share this video. Share, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.